Hello learners! The next topic that will be dealt with in this video is ethical issues in research. Let us first understand the concept of ethics. All professions are guided by a code of ethics that has evolved over the years to accommodate the changing ethos, values, needs, and expectations of those who hold a stake in the profession. Some professions are more advanced than others in terms of level of development of their code of ethics. Some have a very strict guideline and monitor conduct effectively and take appropriate steps against those who do not abide by the guidelines. Most professions have an overall code of conduct that also governs the way they carry out research. In addition, many research bodies have evolved a code of ethics separately for research. Fields like medicine, epidemiology, business, law, education, psychology, and all other social sciences have well-established codes of ethics for research. Let us first examine what we mean by ethics or the ethical behavior. According to Collins Dictionary, ethical means in accordance with principles of conduct that are considered correct, especially those of a profession or a group. The way each profession serves a society is continuously changing in accordance with the society's needs and expectations and with the technology available for the delivery of a service. Any judgment about whether a particular practice is ethical is made on the basis of the code of conduct prevalent at that point in time. As the service and its manner of delivery differ from profession to profession, no code of conduct can be uniformly applied across all professions. Each profession has its own code of ethics, though there are commonalities. Principles of conduct address the issues of the contents of ethical practice in a profession. As the code of conduct varies from profession to profession, it is not possible to provide a universal answer to this question. However, in research, any dilemma stemming from a moral quandary is a basis of ethical conduct. There are certain behaviors in research, such as causing harm to individuals, breaching confidentiality, using information improperly, and introducing bias. These behaviors are considered unethical in any profession. The judgment for correctness of a code of conduct is a responsibility of the overall body of professionals or government organizations that collectively develop a professional code of conduct and form a judgment as to whether or not it is being followed. As mentioned, most professions have established an overall code of ethics and also a code of ethics for conducting research in their respective fields. Let us now discuss ethics in relation to various stakeholders in research. There are many stakeholders in research, whether it is quantitative or qualitative. It is important to look at the ethical issues in relation to each of them. The various stakeholders in a research activity are the research participants or the subjects, the researcher, and the funding body. Let's first discuss the issues concerning the research participants or the subjects. All those with direct or indirect involvement in a research study are considered as research participants, hence stakeholders. In addition, those who are likely to be affected by the findings of a study are also considered as stakeholders. Service providers, service managers, and planners who are involved in either providing the service or collecting information relating to the study are also stakeholders in the research. The participants also include individuals, groups, and communities providing information to help a researcher gain understanding of a phenomenon, situation, issue, or interaction. Participants also include clients as well as non-clients of an agency from whom information is collected to find out the magnitude of a problem, the needs of a community, or the effectiveness of an intervention, and service providers. In marketing, consumers as well as non-consumers of a product provide information about consumption patterns and behavior. Thus, when a research activity is undertaken, all those from whom information is collected or those who are studied by the researcher, become participants of the study. Researchers constitute the second category of stakeholders. Anyone who collects information for the specific purpose of understanding, consolidation, enhancement, and development of professional knowledge adhering to the accepted code of conduct is a researcher. He or she may represent any academic discipline. Funding organizations responsible for financing a research activity fall into the third category of stakeholders. Most research is carried out using funds provided by business organizations and service institutions, which may be government, semi government, or voluntary, and research bodies or academic institutions. Most research is carried out using funds provided by business organizations, service institutions, which may be government, semi government, or voluntary, and research bodies or academic institutions. The funds are given for specific purposes. Each category of stakeholders in a research activity may have different interests, perspectives, purposes, aims, and motivations that could affect the way in which the research activity is carried out, and also the way in which results are communicated and used. Because of this, it is important to ensure that the research is not affected by the self interest of any party and is not carried out in a way that harms any party. It is therefore important to examine ethical conduct in research concerning different stakeholders under separate categories. Thank you.